helps as well in the bedroom, in the workplace, in life.
Are we streaming?
We are streaming now.
That's Wednesday. We were talking about veganism, but geekism will help you in every aspect of your life. Hello, it's Wednesday. You're here with us at the Source One. How are you? Okay, that's the last bit of energy I have. I don't have anymore. How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Who's calling me, man?
We're all good.
Who's calling? The Batmobile.
Oh, that's wifey.
No. Oh, wifey!
Hey.
How are you? Hey, girl!
Sorry,
Tell
let me just
her-
send her a message.
It's okay. Sending wifey a message. It's important.
Yeah.
Tell her you're going vegan. I'm joking.
How are you guys doing? Welcome.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to
good.
the 73rd issue of the Source Wall podcast.
Yes, welcome. I know. For everybody who's been with us, Sean, and Keith, whoever.
Yeah, we got a Keith,
Super Sean. But big up Super Sean. We love you and we appreciate you. But everybody else who's been with us, thank you and we love you, appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yes, welcome to another edition of the Source Wall here at Twitch. Because we ain't no snitches. Because YouTube is a bitch. Sorry.
There was we do actually put this out on YouTube.
Not wait until YouTube buys Twitch. To Google whoever buys Twitch.
I know, right?
I'm calling it now on our 73rd issue.
Not that close. But speaking of YouTube, they did actually put out something to say. So basically, with the whole YouTube thing at the moment, there's something going on about if you have videos up that are directed at kids, then you won't get monetized, you won't get comments on your videos, you won't get notifications. There's a lot of stuff
that's if they're targeted to kids.
Yeah.
So basically, YouTubers whose core audience are children, whatever the age demographic is, they're not going to make any of that YouTube money.
You're not really supposed to be on YouTube if you're under 13, really, because YouTube is for 13 and over, which is kind of like a weird thing because you know, if you're not supposed to be on YouTube, what are you doing on YouTube? And they do have YouTube Kids. But basically, they sent another video out yesterday, which was the 17th of December 2019. To
the retraction.
Yeah, not really a retraction, but they kind of put some things in perspective to say like, if as long as your videos are not directed at kids, you know, then you know it should be good. But you know, YouTube's YouTube, man.
I think they're panicking. They're losing people.
There.
Yeah, that's what it
is.
is.
You know how many schools I've been to where they use YouTube to teach children? Like, they just sit schools that just sit children in front of the screen and just put YouTube on and go, let's do our counting, let's do our numbers. I'm like, so YouTube, what are you doing? But anyway, yes, I digress.
Find anything on YouTube. I thought that was the whole. I honestly, before this, I thought that was the point.
Thank you.
That was the point. To be honest.
There we go. Yeah. Hi Twitch, nice to have you. Thank you for having us. What we got on the show this week?
Okay, so we're going to start off with the news. The news, Power Rangers. Who's a Power Rangers fan?
Hold that thought.
Oh, wait. He's up. So I
haven't morphed in a while.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay. So as he's morphing, ready?
I haven't morphed in a while. I'm not even sure if I remember how to use this thing.
Oh, if anybody remembers the theme song, please sing along now. Power Rangers!
Did it start off like that though? I don't think it started.
No, it didn't.
Nah.
I can't remember how it started. I literally cannot remember how Power Rangers started. Every time I think of Power Rangers,
it starts with a guitar.
I'm not connected to the morphing grid.
Oh man. Oh well. But anyway, Power Rangers, the movie.
Yes.
You know, we had a reboot a couple years back in when was that? 2017. We're getting another reboot. This time, it's done by the creator of End of the Fucking World, Jonathan Entwistle. Basically, he's in negotiations to helm the new franchise, and this one apparently should be a story of them going back to the 90s, to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it's going to have like a Back to the Future-esque type of feel to it.
Interesting.
So yeah, they're doing a reboot from the reboot to the original kind of thing. So,
of course they are. Of course they are.
Well, it's going to coincide with the original Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. And we all know there's like thousands or hundreds and thousands of different types of Power Rangers, you know.
The thing is, the guy, Jason David Frank, he loves being a Power Ranger. Like, any opportunity to be a Power Ranger, he would do it. I met him at Comic-Con. He loves it. He still does it on Bat in the Sun. Shout out to Bat in the Sun.
That was actually pretty good, that one.
But he's done it more than once on there. He loves Power Rangers. And I think he talked about years ago doing a movie where it's just him as I think he wanted to be Green or White Ranger, but kind of like my brother explained it to me, like this lone Power Ranger that just goes out saving the day in different cities, if that makes sense. Right. He wants to do a movie like that. Obviously, it's been years and it's not happened, but my point is he loves being a Power Ranger, so he'll be on board.
Down for doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, so doing a reboot of the reboot, going back into time to reboot the old Power Rangers, probably.
Yeah.
Cool, great.
You with it?
I mean, Power Rangers is
the original Power Rangers.
You know, it just doesn't. Power Rangers just doesn't die. Like, there's always some. Like, weren't we just talking last week that Power Rangers are now teaming up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, so I read that last week, which was dope.
Yeah, so it's like, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And the majority of them
Transformers in there as well.
The majority of them still look good. Like the two Black Rangers, Zach and Adam, the two original Black Rangers. Obviously, Jason David Frank, Kimberly, they still look good. Do you know what I mean? They could be on TV and they're older, but they've not aged.
Didn't they have some beef as well?
Yeah.
Though? Like one of them had one of the.
I think
like the blue one.
The original Red Ranger and Joseph, whatever his name is, the original Green Ranger. They had beef because the Red Ranger guy, and I'm just going by what I heard. So if you ever see this podcast, don't at me and be like, "Yo, you talking all that smack."
Speculation.
Having said that, I would fight you.
He literally would. Go ahead.
Apparently, he used to exaggerate about the kind of stuff that he could do as a martial artist, the Red Ranger. Talk about he could break X amount of bricks, and then the original Green Ranger was the one who'd be like, "That's impossible. You can't do that." You know what I mean? I suppose when you're teenagers and you can do all that, there's going to be all that testosterone.
Well, and speaking of Transformers, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if you did have a link up with Transformers, because Hasbro actually, I think they brought the rights to it. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, but Hasbro, I'm sure it's Hasbro. They've got a lot of dealings with Transformers, G.I. Joe, a lot of these old school 80s entertainment cartoons. So, and they wanted to do like a whole universe of all these shows.
That would be actually quite fun. Like,
that would be pretty
sick.
You
got Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Transformers. If they threw in like Captain Planet, I'm all about it.
I would like that. I mean, having said that, they would have Hasbro would have to buy Turtles because I think Nickelodeon own that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Imagine if they brought Nickelodeon or whatever the rights, and we've got like in this comic, Turtles and Power Rangers. Like I said, Angel Grove is over there, and New York is over there. Why not? We could have Transformers over there, and He-Man. He-Man's in another dimension, and then we got it would be dope. I'm with it.
That'd be good. So I'm down for that.
Hasbro, just so you know, Hasbro. There's a list here. They've got My Little Pony, Transformers, G.I. Joe, GoBots.
GoBots. They got GoBots as well as Transformers.
Action Man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Peppa Pig, My Little Pony. I said that already. And Dungeons and Dragons they had. And they produce a lot of they do produce some movies. So the ones that they've been involved with is Power Rangers, Dungeons and Dragons. There was a Dungeons and Dragons back in 2000.
There was a Dungeons and Dragons. That movie was terrible, but I just needed to watch it.
Battleship.
Based the cartoon.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Micronauts as well.
The Battleship movie. Yeah, that was the one with Rihanna, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the trailer to that, thinking, "How are they gonna do this movie?" Yeah. I just couldn't see it in the movie. Then I watched it like 2017 or last year. I was like, "Oh, that was a pretty clever way to make that a movie," but no, it was
terrible.
Yeah. Speaking of Rihanna, though, I didn't put it in the script, but you did mention that she was. There was a rumor that she wants to play Storm. I'm not too sure about that.
I mean, like I said, it was a rumor, so it might. But last I heard from over the seas, my dad, big up dad, he was like, "Yeah, Rihanna's gunning to play Storm," and obviously I was like, "No," because obviously Storm's a very important character.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
she's already been messed up.
I want Storm to be dark skinned.
Thank you. But it's just like she's already messed up. Halle Berry, no. And then the new girl who was in the new rubbish X-Men thing, no. It's just
she wasn't too bad.
She wasn't too bad. She was just in a shit movie. Yeah. That's the problem. I think if she
didn't really emote.
She didn't get to be Storm. Yeah, she didn't. She didn't get a chance.
But she was But the thing is that they keep making like Storm and the other like main three, like Storm, Jean, and they don't even put bloody what's her bloody name?
Beast.
No,
Angel.
Why can't I think of her name? She sucks the power. Rogue. That's it. Sorry. So I was like, wow. They always make them three like children. They've made them all children. I'm like, no, like just make them adults. Especially if you're gonna go to Wakanda now, because obviously they're saying that they're gonna bring Storm into Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
She's got to be a big woman.
Yeah, she does.
She's got to be a big woman. You know
I don't
what I mean?
have a problem with them being kids because in the original X-Men comics, they're kids. They're kids, they're not kids, but they're teenagers.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but they're getting teenagers for time. Like, grow up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think if they're basically a little militar anyway, so you can't really have kids like doing some terrorist acts or not terrorist acts.
But that's what X-Men was in the early ones. They were kids. It was a school.
Yeah.
It's a school.
Yeah, but they school for the gifted, and now that obviously Jean, Rogue, Storm, Cyclops, Iceman, Colossus, Nightcrawler, they went through the school, they came out, they're adults, and now they can teach the young people. Come on, let's make them adults now. I've had everybody. Wolverine has been the only adult, and what do we call it? Like, Professor X and Magneto and everybody else on the Brotherhood have been adults. It's only them ones have been children. I'm like, okay, that's time. Okay, let go of the umbilical cord. Let's bring them into a new future, and it can't be Rihanna. I love Rihanna. She can be. I said this on my Twitter. She can be. Is it Skimot? She's from Wicked and Divine, and it looks exactly like Rihanna. And she's a goddess who embodies a cat but eats people when she gets angry. It's great. She's a great character. Rihanna could smack that character. But
is it actually based on her as well? Because sometimes they do that.
I think the mannerisms of her, they made her look very much like her. You know what I mean? So, but it is a character that I could see Rihanna playing because I think it just fits that kind of persona that she has.
They do need to make
like Storm. Yeah, I mean, but Storm, she's too important. She's too important.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know what else is important though?
What is important?
Some merchandise from the Source Wall. Definitely.
I'm loving these adverts.
Guys, if you are looking for a hoodie, or if you're looking for a t-shirt, or if you're looking for a vest, or even a mug.
Yeah. Socks.
Or socks.
It's cold out here in these streets.
Go to our Teespring store, which is teespring.com/stores/the Source Wall, and check out the merch there, please.
Come on. You might even get a little discount
Yeah.
because it's come up to Christmas and ting.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Little merry ho 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 discount. You never know.
In fact, we do
But,
have
yeah.
a discount. I can't actually remember the code. It's the Source 20.
It wasn't a lie. We were telling the truth.
That's it. There we go.
So what was the code?
I need to double check it because it's been a while. Very professional.
We will put it online. How about that? We will pull it online.
Yeah, we will tweet
at the end of the
we
show.
will put it on
We will.
Instagram and we will tweet it as well.
Yes, indeedly, doodly. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But what else is next?
So,
What's happening in the world?
What else is happening is Keanu Reeves is happening, man. Keanu.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves has been happening. Like, where you there?
Where you there, Keanu?
Big up to Keanu Reeves though. Big up to Keanu because he's just been consistently doing the ish.
Yeah.
Like he was in the game, he was doing this. But he's just bare nice, and he's been wearing the same clothes for the last 8, 10
I didn't tell you
years.
guys. I didn't tell you guys because we weren't doing the show at the time. But sometime, a little while back, I was watching this movie on Netflix. It's about this East Asian. Let's say China. Was she Chinese? This Chinese woman and this Chinese guy, and they get together and blah blah blah. But then she starts dating Keanu Reeves.
Is it Replicas?
No, it was on Netflix. It was called something.
Felix. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, she just starts dating Keanu Reeves, and he was hilarious. Yeah. He was funny. He was so funny. Oh, it was called. It was my. It's like one of those kind of phrases that they turn upside down. Anyway, it was funny. Go watch it.
Well, speaking of Keanu, he is next year. He's going to bring out 2 films, John Wick 4 and Matrix 4. Both of these are releasing on the same day.
Oh my god!
Which one are you guys going to watch?
John Wick.
John Wick.
I've been done with the Matrix. I didn't even like the second. I've only recently, and that's like 3 weeks, in the last 3 weeks to a month, recently started to appreciate
the first Matrix.
No, the second and the third. I've been about the first one. The first one is a masterpiece of cinematic greatness.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. But the second one, I didn't. I saw that in the cinema because I have a story about going to see the first one. Basically, I didn't get to go because some people wrote some BS. But I can say that bullshit. But so I saw the second one in the cinema. I made sure, and I remember just being like, "This is whack.
What,
this
the
is
Matrix?
shit. This is the second one.
The Matrix.
The second one.
Yeah.
But I've grown into it. I like it now. I appreciate it, and the third one also I like and appreciate. But
they were
my
good
point
effort.
is. My point is, like I say, I appreciate them now.
Yeah.
But John Wick, I ain't got time for Isha right now. But John Wick, from J Stan has been on point.
Isha,
I think you're missing.
Have you watched any John Wick
enzymes?
No. I have not watched the second one. I have not watched the third one.
Have you watched the first one?
I will.
Have you watched the first one?
I watched the first one.
Okay.
I've watched the first one. I wouldn't be saying like how I felt if I hadn't watched the first one. That's long. But I've watched the first one. Maybe I need to go back and watch the first one and then watch the second one and watch the third one and be like, okay. But I'm gonna just leave it up to you, look, because it's a man thing.
It's not a man thing, man.
It's a man
thing.
It's a man movie.
My mum likes
I know
it.
Halle Berry's in the third one.
And she
killed it. She's actually pretty good.
Got abs now.
You know what? When I saw Halle Berry in the trailer, I was like, she's got to bring it. Because Keanu Reeves doesn't play. She has to bring it. And the gal bring it.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
She got it. Yeah. And I was like, Halle Berry, all right.
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay.
Come a long way since Catwoman. That's what I'm saying.
Let's not speak of such abomination.
Just FYI, that movie with Keanu Reeves was called Always Be My Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
Alright.
Okay. But yeah, so what are you going to go watch, Rich?
I think...
John Wick or...
Oh, it's a tough one.
That's not...
No, do you know what? I think I'll probably... If
I can't
it's
believe
a whole day, if I got a day, I'll watch John Wick first, and then top it off with Matrix.
Matrix.
I wouldn't do that.
I need to see the
But
trailer of the
if I had a
Matrix because I need to see what they're doing.
If I had a whole day, I would see the Matrix and then John Wick, because there's a chance that the Matrix is gonna suck, and I'm gonna need to watch the taste out. Or it could put me on a hype. It might put me on a hype, and then I just might want to go higher. John Wick.
I need to see the trailer. I need to see the trailer of what they're doing with Matrix, because like the third one, they put it to bed in it.
Yeah,
you know,
the man.
Neo's gone. He's back into
dead.
the womb of the the system.
But the woman lied to him. She lied to him. He wasn't the one. Remember, he wasn't the one.
Yeah, he was one of many.
She lied to him. He was one. He was something, but he wasn't the one. He was one of many, but I don't think he was the one.
I need a
she
recap
lied.
of that, man. I need a recap.
Even the bit at the end where she's talking to someone, the Oracle, and it's like says something like, "Well, you lied to him." It's like she's like, "Yeah, I had to," and insinuating that he wasn't even the one in the first place. I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
but then more.
No, I need to rewatch Matrix. I need to do that and kind of get the story in again, man, because that was some good shizzle, man.
There was also a film theory. You guys know film theory, right? With Matt Pat, shout out to Matt Pat. Basically saying that Neo wasn't the one, that Mr. Smith was the one. One of the reasons being is because the one was supposed to...
I remember you saying this last time, but
the one was supposed to... I can't remember all the reasons, but this is the one that stuck out to me. The one was supposed to have been born in the Matrix. Neo was not born in the Matrix. But Mr. Smith was. And some other reasons. Go watch it.
So...
But I look forward to both movies. I'll definitely watch both of them, hands down. Come on, it's the Matrix.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the Matrix.
All right. So...
Okay.
John Wick, though.
John Wick, bad. John Wick. I tried to do a little sly segue. Yeah, but I couldn't think of anything. But
speaking of John Wick,
so you could say that Neo.
Wait, hang on. Let me go back. In those movies, hang on.
Don't try to teeth it, man. Don't try to teeth it.
No. Yeah, so in those movies, hang on. In those movies, I don't know what they were doing. It's like Neo was like some sort of god.
Dude, man. Dude.
Trying to help you out.
Alright, cheers. You're coming like your brother, man. Like a clone, man.
Trying to help you.
Speaking of gods,
one represents all.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright. Speaking of gods, being
there you go.
Speaking of Neo being a god and the god of and the source wall being, I'm ruining it. Speaking of gods, American gods, Orlando Jones and Mousa Kraish. I can't pronounce his name. Will not be returning for season
Orlando Jones
4, I think it is, or 3. I think it's season 3. Basically, they're not coming back for season 3.
Oh dear!
Wait, hang on a sec. Who's not coming back?
So
Orlando
Jones and Mousa Kraish.
Who's Mousa
So
Kraish?
he played Jin. So basically, in season 1, he was a Jin. He was like I think he was he.
Oh, the Indian guy.
Yeah.
Racist.
I was about to say, I was like,
racist.
Is it just the people of color who are just not in the show anymore?
I'm calling it because nobody ever calls it when something's racial. Pussy put around it, racist. All right, I'll see.
What did Orlando Jones say? We got rant. We got an American God rant. Go ahead.
I watched season 1. I haven't finished season 2, but I watched season 1 and I liked Nancy. I was like, this guy.
Yeah.
So I was on there's this page, it's a pro-black page I follow on Instagram, can't bother to shout out. But it showed Orlando Jones talking about how he's been fired. Yeah. And the reason is because they don't want a black man. How did he put it? I don't want to get it wrong.
I've got the quotes all here.
Well, then tell the people.
So Orlando So firstly, Neil Gaiman basically wrote back and said, all right, so sorry. He said, Orlando Jones said, there will be no more Mr. Nancy. Don't let these mother effers tell you they love Mr. Nancy. They don't. I'm not going to name names, but the new season 3 showrunner is Connecticut born and Yale educated, so he's very smart. And he thinks that Mr. Nancy's angry get shit done is the wrong message for Black America. That's right. This white man sits in that decision making chair, and I'm sure he has many black BFFs who are his advisors, who made it clear to him that if they did not get rid of that angry god, Mr. Nancy, he'd start a Denmark Vesey uprising in this country. I mean, what else could it be? But firstly, he did say to the wonderful Neil Gaiman. I probably should have started with that, actually. To the wonderful Neil Gaiman.
No, but what you're about to say, he said afterwards. So.
Did he say it after?
Yeah.
He said
he did. I watched the video.
Said, to the wonderful Neil Gaiman, thank you for allowing me to play this role, for opening the door for me to become a writer and a producer on season 2 of The American Gods. Thank you, sir, to the magnificent Brian Fuller and the incredible Michael Green. Thank you for creating this series and for allowing me also to become Mr. Nancy. I hope the fans enjoyed it because really this is about you, and I hope you loved it as much as I loved doing it. And Neil Gaiman, he sent out a tweet saying Orlando is an astonishing actor and as a writer producer was vital in helping getting us through season 2 of American Gods. I'm so glad I got to be a part of American Gods family, and no, I don't have a say in contractual renewals, etc. So
then why don't you quit out of camaraderie or fighting?
He wrote it. It's his comic basically. He wrote American Gods the comic, so it's his.
Well, then I'll be like, all right, no, you can't do season 3.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do season 3 if you fire people.
He said he doesn't have any say in contractual renewals.
But he has say over the whole motherfucking show. Let me calm down. He'll be like, you can't use any of my content. You can't use my comic. You can't produce this because you fired somebody.
I'm going to be real. When you get rid of when a guy from Connecticut and talks noise like that gets rid of the 2 only colored people on the show.
People of few. Yeah.
and there's only like 2 of them. I'm done. Like I'll watch season 2. I'll finish season 2 and then I'm off. Like I'm not. You lot do you. I can't.
I don't know what to say.
I'll lead the revolution by myself, but I'm not running with that shit. I don't I'm. You know me. Like you see, you see my Instagram. Probably that you know, but my other Instagram, I'm on that shit, and I don't stand for it. I don't.
Yeah.
So run that show, man. I'm done.
Go on, Rich. What are you gonna say?
So I was gonna say I don't know how to take it. It's a bit. It's a bit, I don't know, like even with when season 2 came out, it was kind of weird because there was a lot of things that happened in season 1 and it didn't carry over to season 2. And I know certain characters didn't come back, so they had to obviously change them to different kind of actors. But yeah, it just, I don't know. It is a weird show in itself anyway as well. And I didn't read the comics, so I'm not really up to par of where it's leading to or where it's going. But I will read what Mousa Kraish. I've probably said his name differently every time I said it. Basically,
it's okay. Wipe out Wednesday.
What he said was, so many of you and reaching out to me with love, support, and love. I'm so humbled and grateful for this wonderful community behind @Neil himself and hashtag American Gods. I can confirm that I wasn't asked to come back this season. It's been an honor to play the Jinn and live in his fiery eyes skin. This character has introduced me to so much, and I was proud to represent not just the Middle Eastern community in such a positive role. You don't normally see television, but also the LGBTQ community that supported this character of color that you don't see on TV or television. I thank Brian Fuller for that and showing me how to play a queer character with such honour and depth. I thank and Michael Green for always taking the time for me, and thank Neil himself for being such a positive and beautiful man I can now call a friend. I love and thank the cast and crew. I also want to thank Stars and the amazing team here. Love. The door isn't closed for me. If I am ever asked to come back and portray the Jinn, I will do it happily and proudly to be able to stand in front of my friend. Sorry. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. At Abthahi Omid and Shine with the two characters who go beyond the page. To the fans of American Gods, thank you so much for all your messages. I'm blown away by all of you. You make the show. You are the show. For me, it's all love. Hashtag American Gods. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they've fired him. There's obviously some personal things going on as well, and I not that this has anything to do with it. It might or might not have anything to do with it. But I listened to a podcast called For All Nerds, Fan Bros. It's actually a really good podcast. It's basically for all nerds, but it's basically black, like literally two black people talking about geek stuff and nerd stuff. And one of them, DJ Ben Amin, he was part of the writing crew for season 2, I think it was. Yeah, but he's not anymore, and it seems like a few things were happening within that space. So I'll be really the next episode of For Nerds. I'm hoping he'll bring something up that would shed a little bit more light to what is actually going on.
What's going on?
Wherever you learn, bring it back here.
Yeah. It is
good. And as well, sorry to cut you. Obviously, when they do season 3, if the two characters, obviously, that they've gotten rid of, the two actors, if they bring 2 actors in who are of hue, then it's not an issue. Then obviously then we know it's a personal thing. But if you're going to bring the whole American Gods, all of them into white people, then it's a closed case. The nail in the coffin. Take your season 3. It's okay because we've got Regina King, aka Mrs. Manhattan. So it's calm. So
Shame, because you just spoiled something for me, but whatever. But
I didn't spoil anything because Dr. Manhattan and Regina King's in the thing. Trust me.
I see her blue next time I watch it.
No.
What was I gonna say? I think it's a shame as well because I was reading Anansi Boys, which is by Neil Gaiman. Oh, brilliant book, guys.
Yeah.
And then I found out recently, I think when season 1 came out, or the end of season 1, that Anansi Boys is part of the whole American Gods universe. So that blew my mind. And then when I watched American Gods and I saw Anansi, I got excited. So I was happy that he was in the show. Do you know what I mean? So now he's not in the show because that's the character that I know because I've read before, and I knew stories from Anansi from back when
Anansi from Jamaica, long time Spider-Man. He was the original Spider-Man.
So I just know him from like stories. I remember in the episode. Did you grow up watching Gargoyles?
Hell yeah!
Do you remember when they did Anansi and Gargoyles?
I can't remember it, man. I really can't remember.
Wait, that episode was my favorite episode of Gargoyles.
Man.
It was my favorite episode of Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
They had Anansi the spider in it. My point is, like, I was excited to see that character. In American Gods, and now they've got rid of him for potentially BS reasons. I'm like, you know what, Mr. Cut it. I'm done.
But yes,
unless some kind of revelation comes out where it's not on some bullshit. I'm off. Done. There's other shows. There's other shows I could be watching. So.
But yes, so okay, we digress.
Speaking of other shows.
I'm laughing. Your new name is Segway. That is your new name.
Star Wars. I am personally going to see Star Wars tomorrow, and I am looking forward to it.
Oh shit! It's December.
That's out tomorrow.
That's out tomorrow.
My gosh. I forgot it was out.
Yeah, me
month.
too, man.
It's out tomorrow, man.
Can't stand it when it's good, like a potentially good movie around Christmas. Ain't nobody trying to go cinema around that time.
But people do.
Which is like I am. I'm going.
People do.
I know you are, but you don't. You're not people. You don't care.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person
You're
who goes out and
breed.
see Venom. But yeah.
Okay, so you're going to watch Star Wars
Yes,
tomorrow.
and the premiere was actually yesterday, and obviously a few lucky people. Hopefully one day we could be one of those lucky people who go out to see these comic book movies on the premiere with all the stars.
We are going to be one of those fortunate people to go out and see it because we work hard and we deserve greatness. No, I'm joking. Speaking into existence. Go ahead.
So a few people have seen it and they've tweeted out. At the time that they tweeted, they wasn't allowed to actually say anything spoilery or they can only say general things basically. And,
okay.
It's good. It's bad. I liked it. I didn't like it.
Well, I'm going to read out a few of them now. So
okay.
None of them are spoilers, but they will, tell you how they feel about it. Obviously, you can probably read between the lines as well. So the first one is from Brandon Davis at Brandon Davis BD. They said Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is a lot. It's a big giant movie with a lot of spectacle and high stakes, and it's definitely going to start a conversation or a lot of conversations or among fans.
AKA it's trash.
Wow, I know.
That's what that means.
Yeah, that's very ambiguous. It could go either way.
He did say it is good. It's big and full of surprises, and in the words of Luke Skywalker, this is not going to go the way that you think.
Oh Lord!
He said it thrives.
Trash.
It thrives on moments designed for big fans. There's a lot of cause for cheer throughout, and they went for some really big ideas. Can't wait to talk in more detail. Mark Ellis at Mark Ellis Live says, I'm emotional, overwhelmed, surprised, shocked and stunned. More than anything, I'm happy. Thanks for coming through one more time, Star Wars. Eric Davis, epic, all of it. The Rise of Skywalker is terrific. Is a terrific finale that is just stuffed with so much of everything: action, adventure, answers, humor, heart, love, and grit. I spent the entire second half with tears in my eyes. A wonderful way to end the Skywalker story. Dan Casey, all I can say is, whoa, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is many things. Horrifying, hopeful, violent, low-key, horny, and full of the right kind of fan service.
Okay.
No, I don't care for this one's opinion. I'm sorry. Next one.
It's Disney. It's definitely not
fan
horny.
service. What kind of fan service? No.
You know Dan Casey. He does Nerdist, right? He is a pretty funny guy.
Okay.
He gets obliged. I get it. Now that I know the context of where that was coming from. That's something he would say.
Schuller, man does Skywalker, the Rise of Skywalker move. This film hits the ground running and doesn't let up. JJ's energy is all over this thing. A Last Crusade style adventure. The bromance between Poe and Finn steals the film. Felt a bit more concerned with plot than character. Tad rushed. Good, not great.
You know what? When I'm reviewing something on Amazon, if I'm going to buy something that I'm not sure about, and I see all these positive reviews, it's that one review that makes me say, I ain't buying this. And that was the review. That was the honest one. That's the person who sat, watched, and digested before he got in his or her phone, and was like, you know what? Nah. Yeah.
But they should have anyway. They should have just done like done this one, like do part 1 and then part 2 in like, I don't know, mid next year or something, like, you know what I mean? Because
maybe they should have. The guy who directed the last ones. I'm sure he did it on purpose. And he did that. I'm telling you, that was on purpose. That was a big middle finger to the fans.
Definitely. Because it's just like now it's like it's almost like we're having like a triple threat of shows or films that are they're so close to being great. and then people are just like effing them up, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot to cram in Star Wars. There's a lot to cram in.
J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, right?
Yeah. He can only do so much. He's good.
Well,
but
I was going to say, it's like he's come on. He's come on. He did the first one, right?
Yeah, he did the first one.
Yes, it's like he did the first one. Then for some reason, I don't know what the situation was. They didn't get him back. This second person that they got is like, "Bun this movie. I literally don't like this franchise at all." So
it felt like that, man.
Here you go. Here's the movie. Yeah. And then J.J. Abrams is back, and it's like he has to clean up the mess that the last guy made. And
You know
what I mean, and where that person is saying it's rushed. If it had another movie, they probably could have taken their time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like, because I liked the first one. I liked what was it called? I liked
that for the first one.
I liked it so much. I forgot the name of it.
Last Jedi.
How many titles? It's like Star Wars, and they got like 10 titles each. I ain't got time.
I know, right?
It's got me to learn them all. I remember when Star Wars was Star Wars, and I turned 13, and then all of a sudden it was A New Hope. I was like, what?
Yeah. I felt like a Mandela effect as well. It's like, was it always called this?
I know, you're like, what?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's just SW. That's what it was.
But it was just Star Wars.
The Force Awakens.
Knew it, man.
The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker.
That's it.
The Force Awakens. I liked The Force Awakens. It was cool. Hey, look.
It was
I don't know what your opinion.
It was alright, but it was just Star Wars.
It was alright.
It was Star Wars again.
Yeah, it's nothing you haven't seen before, but you know.
But I mean, it was the New Hope again.
It was the first Star Wars.
It felt
for a new arc, and how they're just taking on.
They didn't need
the old stuff.
That's my point. I'm saying they.
They didn't need to do any of that. They didn't need to do it. But again, that's probably like a homage to like, all right, cool. We know that you fans are out there. We need to show you that we get what Star Wars is about. You didn't need to. It's calm, but we appreciated it. Great. You know what I mean? But so it was a good first arc. And then
second one,
my guy came in and just shat all over everybody's hopes and dreams. And then JJ came to do Barack Obama and just tried to tie
it all up.
You know at the end, at the end of whatever it was called, and she's like, and he's and then he takes it and bashes it. I'm like, all right, slap in the face one. And then you're thinking, who is Rey? Is she a Skywalker? Is she a Obi? What is she? And it's like. And then the Kylo Ren's like, you know you are. Go and admit it yourself. You ain't shit. You trash. Shit. I'm like, what? What's this abuse?
Mate,
abuse to the fans.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I came out and literally, I thought I liked it. And then I went to meet Sean and we went for a drink. And then
she was like,
no, we was chatting about it. And the more we chatted, the more it was like that. And then it just went, and it just went down and down and down. And by the time we finished, like 2 hours later, we was like, that
you want my money back?
Shit, man, that film was. What was they doing? It's terrible. It was terrible, man.
Yeah.
That guy who made that movie got his money, so I had stuff to him.
Of course, he got his money. He swindled his way through this, and that was
Speaking,
I just go ahead. Speaking, no, I want to hit segue.
Speaking of swindling, Mr. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent Jackson.
50 Cent Jackson.
Why are we talking about 50 Cent?
What?
You know what? I like his moves.
You're in for a surprise.
I like his moves.
You're in for a surprise. Go ahead.
He is
drop
pretty
the
deep,
drop
man.
Drop it.
So, Trill League, a black superhero series. QB and Lionsgate are teaming up with rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson for the animated series Trill League, an adaptation of Anthony Piper's indie graphic novel and its anime-inflected, hip-hop-informed vision of a black superhero universe. Jamil Salim from South Park and Piper are co-creators and writers of the series, which they will executively produce with Jackson, who does Power, and Free Arts Entertainment's Jermaine Johnson. The series is produced by Free Arts Entertainment and G Unit Film and Television in association with Lionsgate. That just sounds weird. G Unit Film and Television.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All I want to know, and Rich, Isha, if one of you guys can tell me, because I really don't know, it's hurting my heart.
Yeah.
Who shot Ghost, man?
I don't watch Power.
I told you it was
Who did
Maggie. It was Maggie. That's it. It was the baby.
Wasn't it like watching Who Shot Mr. Burns? Like the whole episode. The whole episode was Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Just so you know, this is what Trill League looked like. And I cannot wait.
That looks like Young Justice.
Basically,
I know.
So
that's the same Marvel.
Trill League parodies many of the characters from DC Comics and launched in 2015 with a Kickstarter campaign. Social media was a big factor in the spreading popularity of the series, but to date, it's still a relatively obscure brand in the comics world. So we need to pump this shizzle up, man.
Yes,
Right.
but I saw like Geeks of Color, I saw Nerd Council, I saw Black Girls Anime, I saw Black Girls Gamers. They were all pumping out. So I'm just like, everybody just keep doing that, because the more we do it.
A Trill League.
Trill League.
Huh?
Trill League.
Trill.
TRI League.
Yeah, like Justice League.
Boom, boom.
So 50 Cent says
it's in a group chat.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, for the Instagram.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing.
I'm excited to bring G-Unit Film and Television to an innovative platform like Quibi, with my partners at Lionsgate and Free Arts. Anthony Piper and Jamil Salem have created a world we haven't seen before in Trill League. Looking forward to sharing it soon. And the synopsis from the producer says, in an era of social injustice and internet trolls, a league of black superheroes, Trill League, is tasked with saving the world from monsters, supervillains, and haters of all kinds. Get ready for this. Get ready for this remixed rendition of your favorite superheroes as the series satirize modern American society.
I'm excited.
Support this shit. I'm saying the clap, we got to support.
I'm really excited for this, because like obviously we still got to look forward to the Caribbean anime that's coming out, the girl and the robot. That's, I can't remember what it's called, but that's coming out soon. And then obviously on top of this, like Trill League, like this is just slowly opening the door for like our community to have our own narrative within like the comic book world, you know what I mean? So
not a lot of people read comic books. So like I knew people who grew up who would watch the X-Men cartoons and watch Spider-Man, but they didn't read comic books. So this is like a whole new new realm. Yeah, like imagine kids that don't. Every kid wants to be a superhero, but like, or most, I don't know what's wrong.
It's the Mighty Grand Pitone. Was that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mighty Grand Pitone. That's the one from Jamaica, but I mean the Caribbean. But like you said, like it's like it's a new genre. It's blending everything. So you've got the anime aspect, you've got the comic book aspect, and you've got the like TV show, film aspect. But then it's just our narrative and our imagination, which is great, because not only does it not have to, sometimes it follows from what we love, but sometimes it's completely different, which is really good. So I'm excited about Trill League, and I think
50 Cent is dope.
Yeah, he is.
He's smart.
He's one smart. Of those. I've been watching him. He is making moves. I saw on his Instagram the other day. He's like, "Yep, I just sold another TV show." It's probably this.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, is that what you went out there and did? Like I saw when you posted, I just sold another. He's making moves, and I think he's got another show or a movie coming out that he does so much. And like, I'm at this point because I try to do my own shit where I don't listen to music or follow artists that don't inspire me. To make moves. So like I wouldn't listen to, I don't know, who's whack and just a whack artist. I'm not trying to hear about your love life or I want business movements. That's what I'm listening to. And 50 Cent makes moves, man. He's sick.
And the fact that he's moving into that realm as well is really good, because I think animation and rap, or people who have done rap, just go hand in hand. Like Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? That and the martial arts will just go hand in hand. So it's nice to see that kind of thing. And obviously when we go Comic-Con as well, it's nice to see a lot of artists from our community who then are doing stuff like that.
As well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's loads of us out there who are just like, oh, okay, this. I'm hoping that they keep just pumping it out because our stories are banging, man. And Trill League should be fun.
For real. So many stories to be told. Speaking of stories to be told, you guys need to check out yet again
the
Source War on Teespring.
It is, yeah. TEE
Spring.com/stores/the Source War. And for you to get 20%, just type in the code the Source 20. That's DASOURCE 20. But why would you want to do that? Well, you could get 25% off. STDISCO 25.
Oh, MG.
Yeah.
25% off your Christmas present.
Indeed.
For your people, them. Come on. Look.
You know, cups.
What it? Chocolate Cat.
Hoodies.
Roadkill. Carnage. Carnage is looking at you right now. I nearly forgot his name, sorry. He's very happy for you to get 25% off with the Source War code.
Yeah.
Meow. There we go.
Okay. Going on to comic book news. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We were just talking about that.
Here it goes.
So, if you guys don't know, the Ninja Turtles were created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. I can never pronounce his name properly. Laird. But they haven't been working together in over 25 years. And they are coming back. They're reuniting next year, summer, for another Turtles comic, The Last Ronin.
The Last Ronin,
yeah.
Not the film.
No,
I'm just.
No. I was because as a geek, you go into that kind of tangent. It's fine. Just telling the other geeks, not the film. Okay.
Tell us more.
They're joined by writer Tom Waltz and artist Andy Cohen. Published by IDW, The Last Ronin will debut in the summer of 2020. A house ad for the project appeared in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 100, but provides no further details. Eastman and Waltz have worked together on all 100 issues of IDW's ongoing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, which is now the longest running TMNT comic ever. Issue 100 will be is Walt's final issue, writing the script for the series. So a little bit of history. Eastman and Laird created TMNT in 1984. It achieved more popularity. This is coming from comicbook.com as well. It achieved more popularity than either creator would have expected, and that newfound success took a toll on their relationship. By 1993, the two had a falling out and stopped working together. In 2000, Eastman sold most of his stake in the franchise to Laird and the Mirage Group. In 2008, Eastman sold his remaining stake. The last time the two collaborated creatively was on the cover to IDW's publishing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 30th anniversary special in 2014. In 2009, Laird sold the rights to the franchise to Viacom. Laird maintained the
Viacom.
Had to be done.
See, this is the little nerd tangents we have. Great.
Laird maintained the rights to publish black and white TMNT comics through his Mirage Studios company, which had begun publishing Turtles comics again in 2001. Basically, I'd recommend you guys to, if you have a Netflix account or you know someone with a Netflix account and who's very graciously giving you their password, you should check out the documentary that's called The Toys That Made Us.
Oh yeah,
if you're,
really good.
I haven't watched it.
If you're an 80s
it's actually
kid,
good. It's really good.
You're gonna love it because it's wicked. Basically, they go through the history of Transformers, Barbie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Action
The Barbie
Man.
story is actually quite jokes. Like Barbie, she the doll was fully a prostitute.
Yeah.
And then she ended up being like this empowering woman dolly. It's actually really fun. But no, you should definitely watch it. It's a really good like documentary to watch. Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just a note to anybody who's working creatively together on such epic, creations like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or anything like that. Just take breaks so there's no falling out, okay? Because us, the fans, have to suffer of the falling out. It's like parents being divorced.
Yeah.
You take away the children, which is the content. Don't take away the content. But yeah, carry on.
So hang on. So the comics that's going on now, which is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
That's ending.
No, it's not. It's not ending. Waltz. What's his first name? Tom Waltz is a writer. He's not going to be writing it no more.
Okay, yeah. Is this one with the two original creators, Laird and Eastman?
Yeah.
Are they doing like a mini series or is it
we
a long
don't know
running?
whether it's a mini series or not. We're not really sure what's happening. Do we just know that they're coming back together?
I'll let Reese at least read that storyline. But that's dope.
Yeah.
That's me. I approve. That is Sourcewall approved.
Definitely. So yeah, I do actually want to really read that 100th issue. Well, it's not a 100 issue arc, but I do want to start back again and read the Turtles, because I never really did read the Turtles back in the days. I watched the cartoons, I watched the movies, but I never really fully read the comics, and the comics is supposed to be hectic. So
yeah, I started reading. Like I'm on volume 2 or something like that. Like no, not even that. What have I got? They're up there somewhere. I started reading them, but then there's so many other books to read, and I don't want to read anymore.
Yeah.
But reading is fundamental. So
I wish I could just be like, relight the flash and be like, stop.
Yeah. I want to be like Willow from Buffy, where she just puts her hand on the book.
She just absorbs it, doesn't she?
Sucks up all the knowledge. I'm like, I am done. That's it. But yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of absorption, we won't be absorbing X-Men issue 5 to 7 or Spider-Man issue 5 for a while, because they've both been postponed.
Why?
Don't know.
Just why?
We don't know.
Get it together, Marvel.
Yeah, get it together.
Come on, Marvel.
So Marvel has postponed the release of X-Men issue 5 to 7. Following a similar schedule change to issue 4 to 6 this last month.
Okay.
So X-Men issue 5 is now set for January 29th release, 4 weeks later than the originally scheduled. Issue 6 and 7 are now scheduled to follow in 2 weeks intervals on February 12th and February 26th. The next issue of X-Men is due out on January the 1st. So that'll be issue 4.
Why don't you just say we're going on Christmas break and we're just,
there's been a lot of comics out today, actually. So much. Like, today's the day where I think the comic book, comic stores will make their money, because so many books came out today. So, and also, I'm not sure if anyone is reading. I'm not reading it. I'm refusing to read it. But J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams and Sarah Pichelli's Spider-Man issue 3 is out this week. But the final issue, issue 5, originally solicited for the end of January, has been pushed 11 weeks to 15th of April.
Dear.
Damn, that's a long time, man. That's a very long time.
That is.
So yeah, those comics have been pushed back.
Oh dear! Come on, people.
I'm disappointed about the X-Men one. It's not that long to wait, really, because they've got so many other books at the moment, like X-Force and Marauders, and there's a lot of other comics coming out as well, based on X-Men in the meantime. So I'll be getting my X-Men feed through that. But yeah, I mean, 11 weeks for a comic, final issue.
11 weeks is a long time. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
it's a bit too much. But again, you know, if you lot just need a break, just say, we'll be sympathetic.
Yeah.
You be drawing and writing and printing, we understand.
Yeah.
Just say, look, we need a bit of a hiatus. We might give you like a little 2 digital comic, and then we're just, you know, we're just going to take a break for a little while. Don't be postponing everything and then being like coming back in 2025.
Yeah.
Like, no, okay.
Sorry, I was quiet. It just occurred to me that I don't have issue 3 of X-Men.
Went to go.
Of X-Men. Do you know what? I'm behind on 2-3 weeks of my comics actually. I'm really behind.
It's okay, Rich.
Yeah.
Well, X-Men,
okay.
I'm pre-ordering 4 and 5, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
I'm waiting till January, and then I'm going to run into Gosh Comics and destroy the whole of their shelves. So yes, I'm getting everything. But yeah, okay. Go ahead. What's next?
Valiant's Exo Manowar is relaunching in 2020.
Valiant are always relaunching. Like, seriously, like they're starting to become very, very Marvel and DC. Their thing was supposed to be. Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen.
Valiant
Rebooting the reboot.
Valiant Entertainment is relaunching its flagship Exo Manowar title with incoming writer Dennis Hopeless. Dennis
Hopeless.
Hopeless. Yeah.
Was that in brackets?
It's in brackets.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say because that poor kid.
And artist Emilio Laso, first reported by Heat Vision, the new series will be a fresh start for the character. Basically, Hopeless said the new series will be a fresh start for Exo that draws from all the best parts of his history without being bogged down by continuity. You learn everything you need to know about these characters and their past in issue 1, and it's full speed ahead. Season 1, episode 1 of your favorite action show. Where have these characters been all your life? So yeah.
Hiccups.
Yeah, sorry.
I have to say, I do rate them for that. They've done that before, and I think that's how I jumped on Bloodshot before, and what's the other one? Whatever. The other ones that I jumped on, that's how, because they rebooted it, so they do it so that fans can jump on again. So clearly, I'm that far behind.
You're behind the jump-ons.
Yeah. I missed the original, came on the second wave, and now they're on the third. I'm like, all right, cool. So Bloodshot, and what's the other one called? Because we had Bloodshot, we had Faith, and
Stingray. Sorry, I'm just trying to play word association. Like bright, star, ground, water, air, earth.
They got Harbinger.
Thank
there we
you.
go.
Then they had the Harbinger War, which I haven't finished reading, but yeah, Faith, Harbinger, all of that
Ninjax.
stuff.
They got quite a few, man.
Ninjax. I never read Exo Manowar Ninjax, but I read that Faith, I read Harbinger, and I read Bloodshot. Bloodshot was cool, and I'm very concerned about what Vin Diesel was going to do with that, but whatever.
Jeez. What's that Vin Diesel? The Vin Diesel film that's coming out?
Bloodshot.
Is it?
Based
Oh
off,
yeah.
Based off of these comics, and I'm just saying, like, the dude ain't even great. Like, one thing I can't stand, little rant, when you get a comic where a character looks a certain way, kind of like Judge Dredd when Sylvester Stallone did that. And because these people are so Hollywood that they can't hide their face for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, and Vin Diesel doesn't even have to hide his face. He just needs to be grey. Can't you be grey? I don't see your face in the Marvel movies. Why do I need to see it here? I am Groot.
That's it. And I am Robot. Iron Robot. He didn't need to. We just had his voice. It was great.
We didn't even know that was Vin Diesel until he told us later. We didn't even know.
So we haven't been keeping up, unfortunately, with our comics and TV shows. I will quickly say in our review section, I've picked up on the Expanse season 3 is out now, and it is good. It is really good. Amazon's picked it up. They cancelled the Expanse at the end of season 2. They had like they had like a convention or something, and I think what happened was one of the actors or someone, or I think Jeff Bezos, his son, watches it, and something happens between Bezos and the crew or the cast of The Expanse, and basically Jeff was like, you know what, I'll buy it, and then they bought the rights. It's now on Amazon, and it is really good.
It needs to come back on Netflix.
No, it is good. It is actually really good. You can see there's a lot more money in the production.
Okay, fair enough.
You've got a lot more space. Well, not a lot more, but you see a lot of this, like, ships designs, and it is, and the stories is pretty good as well, man. I definitely recommend if you're not watching. It's basically it's a bit not that I watched it, but Battlestar Galactica. I always heard that Battlestar Galactica was like a really advanced or better kind of version of Star Trek kind of thing. But with The Expanse, it's fairly realistic in the sense that it's not like Star Trek kind of thing. You're beaming down to another ship or anything. You know, you got gravity boots, and you got it's
gravity boots activate.
It is a good modern show, and it is, for me, it feels like if before Star Trek rebooted and they did the films, if they rebooted it to make it a bit similar to this, it would have been pretty sick. But they didn't. But we've got The Expanse, and The Expanse is sick anyway, so. Yeah, I recommend watching that if you can, if you got time.
Source water approved.
Yep.
Yes.
And we just finished watching Watchmen, which was good as well.
I
haven't finished it. I guess I'm 2 weeks behind because of this stupid house.
I can't. This is too much.
Yeah, it's been good. It has been good.
I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. Whoa. I cried because it was it was like when you watch the Red Wedding, you're like, I can't watch the episode again.
Yeah.
Just purely because I can't. Like this last one, I would like to watch it again. I just can't. It's just a bit much. Yeah. It's great much. I think but it's a bit much.
I do need to rewatch it all again. Actually, I think that would be a good thing to do.
But it's just great. It's just great. It's just great.
The Mandalorian as well. That's been really good.
Oh, brilliant!
An episode's out today as well.
Oh, it's out.
An episode's out today. So there's one out today and there's one out on Friday. I think today they brought it out today because it might have something to do with the Rise of Skywalker in it. Maybe probably. Yeah.
That was you smart. Well done for that. I appreciate you, Kira.
All right.
No, but Mandalorian sick.
Yeah.
Mandalorian. I will say though, sorry, two quick things. I finished watching Kingdom on Netflix. It's about, I think it's a Korean series.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, I do apologize. It's a zombie series. It's actually quite a good zombie series.
Yeah.
It's different because obviously we're not used to certain things. But it's really good. The dubbing is a bit like, however, once you get past the dubbing, it's actually good. It's actually really good. The costumes in it are amazing. The fighting in it is great. It's really good. If you get a chance to watch that. Yeah. And I'm currently watching, was it Six Underground? It's actually quite good.
Is that good? That's the Michael Bay one, right?
Yeah.
I heard if you like Michael Bay. No, it's a film, isn't it?
It's a film.
I was going to say, you said watching. I could have
I haven't finished yet. No, it's actually, it started off with all right. It's just one of those, it's gory. Yeah. It's like high action.
Yeah. It's Michael Bay extreme. That's what
hella extreme. Which is good because sometimes you're just like, I kind of need to get shocked out of my boredom. But no, it's actually it's fun watch so far.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'll give the rest of the tea next week.
I might watch it. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. No, give it a go.
He spoiled
Don't watch
Transformers
the first
for me.
10
That's
minutes.
why I'm like, I can't deal with Michael Bay no more. Man.
I know.
He messed up Transformers for me. So.
If you got 2 hours and 8 minutes, that's how long the movie is. I just checked.
Yeah. Speak.
It's the first 10 minutes of Six Underground. You're like, all right, come on,
Yeah.
and then it hits you, and then you're.
Is it long-winded?
Not really.
No? Okay.
It's more. This is the point. This is what's going on. Hurry up and catch up. So I'm like, okay, I'm behind. Okay, let's go. which is good. So
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
not bad.
What is long-winded? Going on to the comics pull list at number one.
Nope. Bring it back.
Oh, he's bringing it back.
Yep.
No, I was just gonna say because I don't have any reviews for you guys. I think I'd give you a list of comics that have just come to me in the post.
Okay.
That's gonna take
ahead.
me ages to read.
Yes.
First and foremost, we have Batman: Curse of the White Knight, Book 5. If you're not reading that, you ain't a comic book fan. Move on.
I'm not reading it, but it's in my
joking.
list.
I was like,
I'm joking, but it's really good. I'm one issue behind, but actually I don't even want to open it because I haven't read the last. But it's so good.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm behind.
I actually might get that because you lot have been raving about that for time.
Isha.
So, yeah. I'm actually gonna get that one. I am actually gonna get the whole series of that. So,
Get the graphic novel.
I am.
Because it's out.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Have some ice cream or some
I will.
vegan food.
No,
or
ice cream is Oatly. I've just bought out ice cream. I don't know where they brought it out, but it's out in this country. Doing it. Go ahead.
Do that. Eat that. Eat it. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 14. I'm issues behind that one.
I'm behind. I'm behind on all Spider-Man. I'm behind on Friendly and Amazing as well.
What bugs me about the Avengers? Every time I get
I'm so behind on the Avengers.
So am I. But what annoys me is that every time I get my pull, they give me 26. Like they give me 2 at a time. I'm like, can I have some time to read one before you?
Yeah, it's two a month they come out.
Is it 2 a month?
Yeah.
Just stop that.
It's every bi-weekly,
I
man.
literally don't have the time. So comics that I'm thinking of. Wait, hang on. Let me start again. Issue 40 of the Outlaw Red. Issue 40 of the Red Hood. What is he called now?
The Outlaw Red Hood. Like
Red Hood Outlaw issue 40. I don't even know where I left off, so I'm gonna have to dig. Like this is 40. I might be on 20 something.
Oh dear.
Dig to find out where I am. As for the Flash, unfortunately, there are some comic books that I might have to unsubscribe from because I'm just not reading.
Really? Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and as much as I love the Flash. Ooh, that's just good.
He might change his mind, people.
The Flash might have to be one. No, on the real, the Flash might have to be one of them. Like I'm not reading them. I actually might even drop Avengers as well.
Yeah.
And I've got Fantastic Four that's just come issue 17.
Are you still reading Naomi?
Oh, Naomi hasn't been released. They're on a hiatus, but she's in the latest issue of Young Justice, which has just come for me. But I'm a few issues behind that. I'm sticking with that for a while because Bendis is doing things. He's
doing quite a lot.
He's doing things, so I'm not giving up on Bendis just yet. So Young Justice, Naomi is in the latest issue of Young Justice. She's in a couple issues back of Action Comics or whatever it was that I need to finish reading. But her comic is on a hiatus. But there are a few comics that I'm gonna have to drop because I'm just not reading them. I don't have enough time, and this coming year I really want to save some money, so it's gonna happen. I got to just as much as I don't want to. So that's that. That's all I got. So what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I might have to just stick to my X-Men, and I'm so behind on Amazing. I'm behind on Avengers. Yeah. I'm behind, man. I'm so behind. The only thing I'm actually reading really religiously are the X-Men and Batman, to be honest. I might have to give a think about which one am I going to read religiously. So I might actually drop Friendly Neighborhood as much as I'm enjoying because I always feel like I should be collecting a Spider-Man comic, but I always fall off it. So for real.
I just stop.
Oh man, see the pressures we have to go through, people. We like reading. Sometimes we can't.
I know. Okay, go ahead. And one thing that we can't read ever is until now is Doomsday issue bloody 12.
Oh Lord.
It's like Jesus. I forgot what happened.
I just had to release that.
I saw this in the scripture and I was like, oh, this is still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
You know what, Isha? This was supposed to have ended
last year.
December Not December last year. December. It was 12 issues. It was supposed to be one a month. And they somehow managed to drag out 12 issues on the span for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Bravo, DC. Bravo, freaking dope.
Hilarious.
Crazy.
My day.
They actually...
Which is like, I don't know what happened.
They actually made a Watchmen series. It happened, and we still haven't finished it.
That's insane. That is rich. That's insane what you just said there. Do you know how insane that is? That during this time, they came up with an idea. Bear in mind, Doomsday Clock is a sequel to Watchmen. And during that time, of these 12 issues that was supposed to take 12 months, they thought, you know what, let's do a TV show.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Did a casting call.
I don't think they did the whole planning with it.
You know what I mean, though? Like, they did the whole process of making a TV series, released the TV series,
and on the last episode, the day after, you get the comic.
So the publishing,
Hilarious.
the first issue came out in November the 22nd, 2017. It's supposed to be 12 issues.
2017.
12 issues. Yeah.
Rich is like, I'm not reading it.
No, I'm reading it, but you know, oh god.
Begrudgingly, it's like,
yeah.
you took ages.
I don't know what month it was they released issue 11, and I don't know about you, Rich, but I haven't even read issue 11 yet. I thought, you know what? I'm not reading this until they release issue 12. That was my mental. So I'm now gonna have to dig through that pile to find issue 11.
That is too funny. That is wow. Well, welcome, Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join us.
I know, right? Finally.
Nice of you to join us. You know.
But when that comes out, I'll have a review for that for sure, for damn sure. Like when I get my copy, I'm not gonna sleep on it. I've waited so long. I'm gonna binge read the two of them and then just be like, "Yo, did you read that?" Because
it better be up to par because boy,
Superman and Dr. Manhattan, like, it's gonna come to blows.
Dun, dun, dun.
It will be such a piss take if they get together and talk. And the comic ends.
Hey, let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it.
You know when they talk, when they feel like, oh, this is gonna be one of those comic books where the dialogue is just like, and the dialogue, action comics, Superman punch someone.
I am dying. That is too funny. Let us pray that does not happen.
You know, like if Superman throws a punch and then Dr. Manhattan throws a punch and Superman catches it, and then Superman throws a punch and then Dr. Manhattan phases. It's just something lame like that, and then it ends, and then they talk, and then they come to some sort of agreement, and then Dr. Manhattan fixes the DC universe, and then they're like, all right, case closed.
Well, as the synopsis says, this is it. The final showdown between Dr. Manhattan and Superman shakes up the DC universe to its very core. But can even the Man of Steel walk out from the shadows of Manhattan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's your money on?
Superman. I'm sorry, but he has all the powers. Yeah. He could probably do what Dr. Manhattan can do with his eyes closed and his hands tied behind his back.
Probably.
But Dr. Manhattan can reassemble things and
Superman.
Okay.
Right. Sure. I'm gonna put you like this. This is Superman. Superman is he's the first superhero, yeah? And he's supposed to have all the powers. Now, I'm gonna put it to you like this: just because you haven't seen him do it, that doesn't mean he can't do it.
True. Sorry.
One
One thing. I found out a very big spoiler about The Boys. Can't tell you.
What in the comics? In the comics?
Yeah.
I know. Let's not spoil that. Let's not spoil that.
I won't spoil it.
Anyway.
No, but wait. And another thing, as you were saying that the Doomsday is to do with something that happened after the Watchmen, right?
Yeah.
Watchmen
not the TV show.
Okay.
No. The film.
Oh, the film.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think they're going to be connected.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to double check.
It could be.
Cool. Okay.
I mean, if the TV show and the comic Doomsday Clock is connected, I must say that is a genius idea, and they played with us, right? If that is the
you
case,
know when we'll know. We'll know come issue 12.
well, because
we'll know.
because it's a bit suspect that the last episode was just Friday and the issue 12 came out today. So
Don't do that, man.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Let's see.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I was gonna do just on this whole Doomsday Clock thing, and I've spoke about this before back when Josh was on the show.
Josh! No. Big up, Josh.
At DC at the time, they had just done Rebirth, and there was so many things going on with Dr. Manhattan, like with the button. Titans. One of the reasons Titans formed when Wally West came back was because of Dr. Manhattan. Well, Manhattan was mentioned, so I've said this to you on another show. They moved to Manhattan thinking we need to protect Manhattan, not realizing that like there's been so much little in that, and because this comic has taken so long, I feel like DC Comics has moved on. If that makes sense. So now that I feel like the impact isn't going to be as big as DC Universe as it once was. Yeah, for real. And I think that's a bit of a shame. Yeah. Like seriously, go back and read DC Rebirth. There was so many things. Oh well, it's just a shame.
Oh dear. Okay, so let's go. Sorry.
The next comic on the pull list is X-Force issue 4 by Joshua Cassara, Ben Percy, and Dustin Weaver. X-Force has been bloody good, man. It has been.
Yeah, really I'm supposed to be collecting that one as well. Let me go buy that. I've only got
Don't buy it just now. Do it after. The best defense target. All enemies of mutant kind. First, the new team strikes back against the humans who took one of their own. Then, with its orders established, the new X-Force hits the ground running, taking on deadly threats, targeting mutant kind's rightful place in the world. Parental adversary.
You know what?
Really?
I'm not doing it. I'm not buying X-Force.
You're not?
I'm not doing
it.
No.
Why?
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of having to buy all these extra comics. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You should see my room is a state. I ain't
He's gonna buy it up.
I'm honestly not. I've decided. I'm not doing it.
He's gonna buy it.
When I read X-Men and they allude to something that happened in the comic that I didn't buy, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. Guess I missed it. Fine, whatever. I ain't doing it.
What we got next?
I made the money. I'm trying to save money. I ain't got.
We got something that you are buying. I think you want to read this one.
What's that?
Batman Last Night on Earth, issue 3. Are you reading
what?
that?
He wants to pick up.
Is I've been collecting that,
but you haven't been reading it.
I haven't touched it. They're there on the floor in the little grey bag still. I completely forgot. It's 3 or 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
I completely forgot it was like 3 issues. Otherwise, I just would have binged it. Like,
well, you can binge it now once your 3rd issue comes in.
But that's what I thought was funny. Like, I saw it on the pull list. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, put it on there.
No, I put it on there because when you sent the message saying I need your pull list.
Yeah.
I'm there scrolling. I was like, wait, 3 or 3? Why have I not been reading? And it's over already.
Yeah, it's over, man.
So,
apparently, it's been.
Oh dear.
So for this one, Gotham City has been remade. Omega reigns supreme. Can Batman finally accomplish what no other hero has and free the world from his dark reflections, shadows? Or is it too late for the recreated Cape Crusader? So I've been hearing some things about the Last Night on Earth, and apparently it is really good. There's some crazy stuff going on in there, and
one with Greg Capullo, right?
Yeah, Greg Capullo.
Yeah, I haven't even read issue 1 yet.
Scott Snyder and Jonathan Clapion.
Superman Year 1 over there. I haven't touched it.
Yeah,
we got a lot of reading to do.
No, I was thinking about just now. Batman Damned. Didn't even finish it. I got it sitting there.
Yeah, actually, no, I did finish it. I did finish it.
Did you finish it? I'm a punk, man. I gotta let you finish
it. Next one on the list, which again I've only kind of read issue 1. I'm kind of It is a good book. It's a big book. It's a big book, and it goes through a lot. This one is History of Marvel Universe, issue 6 of 6. From the stories of today to the end of the Marvel Universe, the grand finale has only one promise to make: no one gets out alive. So basically, the history of the Marvel Universe, it is what it says on the tin. It's the history of the Marvel Universe. Issue 1 kind of goes through the whole kind of the way the universe was created. It's basically why am I forgetting names? Galactus.
That's what you do.
And
the Eternals and
it's Galactus,
Titans.
It's Galactus and what's his name? Mr. Fantastic Son.
Oh, Franklin.
Richards.
I remember you talking about this. Yeah, I went to read this, but I want to wait until it comes out and it's a thing.
Yeah.
Galactus. Because Franklin Richards is the last. Him and Galactus are the last two in the universe.
Yes.
And Franklin wanted to see how things happen, so that he can understand the whole point of everything.
Yeah.
That sounded sick. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I did read so basically, you got the main book, and it goes through just basically. It's kind of like going from the Big Bang to the world's forming and eternity's forming and things like that. But then at the end, there's kind of like a section where you kind of read up. There's quite a lot of things to read up, and it does actually literally goes through the whole everything that's really important in the Marvel universe. It goes through it, and it's got references as well. So it'll say this happened in, I don't know, X-Men issue 75, or that happened in Strange Tales issue this and that. So it's if you really want to know about the Marvel universe and the history, and even like read up about what could be happening in future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this book is definitely one to get. You need to get this trade paperback as well. I think you really need to get this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes out as a thing.
Yeah.
I want to read that. I wonder if it will allude to Rich. I don't know if you remember this. When I first got introduced to Franklin Richards was back in the 90s, when like he had basically created another Marvel universe.
Yeah, a little universe. Yeah.
And like then he had to pick one, had to die. So I remember other superheroes were getting on the shuttles. It was a dope. So I read that like so many times because I think between me and Anton we bought the whole series, and I remember they're still in my wardrobe in a shoebox somewhere. And I remember thinking like, how is it that this guy who stretches and this girl who can turn invisible can create this? this omni being. It's like crazy.
Madness.
That was my introduction to him. I thought it was sick, man.
Yay!
Shame the cartoons never made it that far to happen.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
yes, let's carry. We digress.
Cool.
Yeah.
The next one is your one, Isha.
Oh yeah, the something kiss, something last kiss.
Eskimo kisses.
Eskimo kiss. I saw it and I was like, I do hope this is not a romantic thing, and it's not. It's something to do with horror, and I was very excited.
Nice.
So, Eskimo Kisses, one shot. It's by Henry Christopher, and publisher is Scout Comics. I'm not going to do their last names.
I was just about to say, I like how you missed out that last name. Ponchino and Henry Ponchino and Christopher Sebla.
There we go. Thank you, Rich. You are
it's
the guy.
Probably wrong.
No, it's Ponchiano.
There we go, Ponchiano.
Right.
There we go. You're the guy too. Originally, the word Eskimo came from an Algonquin term for eater of fish.
Flesh.
But that definition...
Sorry.
Yeah, eater of fish. Oh, but flesh, sorry. But that definition...
Eater of flesh?
Of flesh, sorry.
Is that real talk?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yes. However... but that definition has been lost in the ages until now. Present day, an isolated town in northern Canada discovers the true origins when a stranger arrives and they are overrun by cannibalistic creatures. Along with the help of some locals and the town's police officer and his pregnant wife, obviously she has to be pregnant, must do everything they can to get out alive. So, yeah, because, we haven't had a cannibal story for a little while, and the Eskimo people are really fun. I literally, as like a group of people, like I think they're dope, like just in terms of like their culture. But no, just having them in the comic was fun.
It's supposed to be called Inuits now.
Yes, sorry, I do apologize. Politically incorrect. Yes, so the Inuit people are the Inuit people are a really amazing, culture of people, and I love how they're some of their practices. But the Eskimo crazy people in the comics seem fun because they're eating people, and yeah, that's always fun to see how that goes. But yay!
And that is that
it?
That's the pull list
for
this week, and that is the episode for this week as well.
That is, it is. So are we on hiatus for a minute?
We are on hiatus for a minute. Because next week is Christmas time.
We just came back.
I know.
Say it so.
I know. So it's Christmas next week. I don't even know what day is Christmas. Is it Wednesday?
Christmas is next week.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Christmas is next week. I ain't going to work on Monday. No, buddy. Christmas is next week.
It's
sorry.
next week, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't it does not feel like Christmas.
It doesn't. It seriously doesn't.
It doesn't.
It feels like October.
Yeah.
Next week. Next week.
Yeah, it's next week.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week, Wednesday.
Yeah. And you want me to work? Are you mad?
So yeah.
Yep.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, people.
Happy holiday. Yes.
Merry
Eat,
Christmas,
drink, be merry.
Don't forget
there we go.
to check out our Teespring site. And you can use our promotional code STDISCO STDisco25 for 25% off.
25.
Yeah. And if you want, come and catch us again next year. No, you have to come and catch us next year.
Of course.
Definitely.
We've got so much to talk about.
So much.
Oh man, it's gonna be the year of Bucky and Sam and Black Widow
and
I'm
Strange Dimensions.
I'm sure DC have a movie out there somewhere.
Wonder Woman. We've got Comic-Con coming out.
Comic-Con.
Come on out. Come on.
And we're gonna have a lot to talk to about. Naomi's gonna be prominent.
No Time to Die.
There we go.
Maverick.
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Maverick.
Maverick. Top Gun 2, right? Yeah, man.
Yeah. All of it.
All of that.
It's going to be amazing.
What she said.
Thank you for joining us at the Source. We appreciate you. Yeah. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Also, you need to follow us on our socials at Petal Upon Petals.
That's my one. That's my one.
We read comics.
2.
That's Rich's one. 2. TOO.
Sorry, we read comics 2. The Outlaw Red Hood. And don't forget at DASOURCEWALL.
The Source Wall. That's our one.
That's our
one represents
our
all.
Cohesive, our hive mind, hive mind page.
Yeah.
And while you're on there looking at our post and trying to connect to us, don't forget to bring a sandwich.
Shazam.